Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Game On, the show where we talk about games, new, old, and everything in between. Today we are talking about Assassin's Creed Revelations, the final chapter in Ezio's journey. It's full of action, emotion, and some new gameplay ideas. But is it still fun to play today, and how does it compare to Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood? Let's find out. Revelations follow Ezio Auditore, now older and wiser, on his last journey as an assassin. He travels to Constantinople trying to unlock secrets left behind by Altair, the assassin from the first game. The story has much deeper and more serious tone than the previous games. You can feel Ezio's age and wisdom. He's not just fighting for revenge anymore. He's looking for peace and for answers for something beyond being an assassin. His letters to his sisters are now emotional, and his connection with Sophia, a kind and smart bookshop owner, adds a calm and more personal side to the story. You also play a few short memories as Altair, which help connect his story with Ezio's. These parts are short but powerful. At the same time, Desmond's part of the story continues. Though it's not as exciting, his sections are first person puzzle levels, and while they try to give some background, they often feel slow and disconnected from the main game. And still, the way Ezio, Altair, and Desmond's story come together makes this game feel like a true ending. Now let's talk about another important aspect, which is gameplay. The core gameplay is still classic Assassin's Creed, running across rooftops, climbing buildings, sneaking through crowds, and taking down enemies. But Revelations add a few new features. The most important one is the hook blade, which lets you climb faster and use zip lines to move quickly across the city. It also works in combat, letting you trip or pull enemies, and it keeps the parkour feeling fresh and fun. There's also a new bomb crafting system. You collect ingredients and build different types of bombs. Some are deadly, others are distractions or smoke bombs to help you escape. While it adds a bit of variety, the game doesn't really push you to use it. Most players will stick to the classic weapons because they're more than enough. One part that really doesn't work is den defense, where you defend your assassin bases using a tower defense style minigame. It feels out of place, doesn't match the rest of the gameplay, and most people don't enjoy it. Thankfully, the game doesn't force you to do it often. Now let's talk about the another aspect, which is setting and world. The game takes place in Constantinople, a city full of life, history, and mix of cultures. It feels fresh compared to the cities from the earlier games, and the street, mosques, and busy markets make the world feel alive. The architecture is beautiful, and there's always something to climb or explore. You don't get to travel to multiple cities like in Assassin's Creed 2, and the world feels a bit smaller than Brotherhood's Rome. But Constantinople has its own unique style and enough depth to stay interesting for most of the game. Still, after several hours, the limited size can make it feel a little repetitive. Now, something I really loved is the music. The music in Revelation stands out as one of its best parts. It's emotional, mysterious, and fits Ezio's final journey perfectly. It add real weight to the story and helps you feel Ezio's emotions during big moments. Visually, the game still looks good even in 2025. The lighting is strong, the animations are smooth, and the city looks beautiful, especially during sunsets or snowy scenes. It's clear the developers put a lot of care into making this game feel polished. Now, when we compare it to the earlier games, Assassin's Creed 2 had a great introduction to Ezio and a strong story about revenge, full of emotion and discovery. Brotherhood took that further, giving us Rome, a bigger world, and letting us build our own team of assassins. Revelations feels more focused and more serious. It adds new tools like as I said, hook blade, the bomb crafting, but not all the changes are for the better. Den defense, for example, feels out of place, and the world is a bit smaller. But what Revelation does better than both games is character development. It gives us a deep look into who Ezio is, and it brings real closure to his journey, which makes it feel special in a different way. So the real question is, Assassin's Creed Revelation still worth playing in 2025? The answer is yes, absolutely. The graphics still hold up well, the gameplay is smooth, and the story is timeless. So, if you enjoy strong characters, emotional storytelling, and exploring historical cities, this game still has a lot to offer. It might not be as big or full of variety as modern games, but it has a heart. Plus, it's often available at low price or as part of the Ezio collection, which makes it a even better deal. In the end, Assassin's Creed Revelations is a game about ending, but it's also about legacy, wisdom, and the power of knowing when to walk away. It might not be the best Assassin's Creed in the terms of gameplay, but it's one of the most meaningful. So, anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more episodes of Game On, and let us know your favorite Ezio moment in the comments. See you next time. Peace.